Yes, and with the perfect timing, I would say, Triffity Mats with the big 5-0. What is up? Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much, Triffit, for the 50 months of support. That is crazy. That is 4 years and 2 months, 5-0. Thank you so much, Triffit. I appreciate it. And welcome, everybody, to a Tuesday stream. It is May 14th. Tomorrow is literally mid-May. I hope everyone is, caught grips of it, that we're in mid-May already. But tomorrow is officially fully mid-May, and the time has come today for the Patreon-fueled chat chosen game of the month, which is Kathy Rain, the Director's Cut. I want to thank again GOG.com for providing me this code of Kathy Rain Director's Cut, so I am looking forward to giving it a shot and seeing how this game looks and how it plays and all that kind of good stuff today. We also have a very important thing today because we are announcing sponsors for our GOG.com streams. We are, GOG.com. I'm thinking about two things at once. We are actually announcing sponsors for our ArvCon2024 event, which is starting a week from Friday. So a week from this coming Friday, we will have ArvCon underway. I'm going to be announcing the schedule for ArvCon 2024 in the next couple of days. But I have today the official announcement of our sponsor list, so I'm very excited about that. Some great sponsors on this list, so I'm going to be announcing that, and it's going to be going up almost simultaneously on my social media at the same time. I had it set to schedule to post on Twitter, and if I did this right, I also have it scheduled to post on Blue Sky, but we'll see whether those things work. Anyway, before we go any further, just a couple of reminders about ways to support the channel. If you haven't done so, please follow the channel. Please check out our YouTube with !ArvTube, and if you're watching me over there, welcome. Please subscribe there. Please consider hanging out with us on our Twitch channel as well. Discord is !ArvCord. Twitter is !ArvTweets. Blue Sky, !ArvSky. Website for all that, arvaneleron.com. Financially, !ArvShop is the merchandise area. !ArvTreon is the Patreon. We've hit our sub goal, so we are getting to our next sub goal, which is, I believe, 50 sub points is the next sub goal, so that is listed up there, which may have been supported a little bit by Triffit just resubbing just now that I think of it. So yeah, we've got that going on. The Patreon gives you some great stuff for you individually and great stuff for the channel. If you were around, you might have heard me reading Tim Coolish, the epic poem that he received once he subscribed to support us at the $10 level over at the Patreon. So you can get something like that too, and move us towards various channel goals as well. Also, subbing to the channel, as Triffit was kind enough to just do, also gets you those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch, plus other various things that I have previously mentioned. On the publishing side, Icarus, that's my graphic novel from Athos Arts. Library is my Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And Greyshade, that is my Greyshade IP. The first two books of the Grey Assassin trilogy, Greyshade and Renegade, are out now. You can also get the audiobook of Greyshade by our very own Trent Sparks at that link as well. You can pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade. I had a long working session with Brandon O'Brien, the designer of that game, yesterday. We are on track. The mechanical document is off to the powers that be at Alligator Alley, and we are deep into the world building document now, and then we'll be building the adventure together. So it is going to be out at the end of the year as planned. So that's very exciting. And the last book in the Grey Assassin trilogy, Heretic, is now in typeset. All that we're waiting for now is basically just finalizing on the cover, and then that's all it but the shouting. So that is on its way, edited by the amazing Emily Bell and coming from Athos Arts. As you can see, the blurbs right there. I'm very honored to have had a wonderful blurb from Julie Trineda, Ed Greenwood. We have a number of other people who have jumped on board to give blurbs, and I'm very hopeful that not only that book, but the entire series is going to get some real positives as well. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. There is no revised playtest document available for additional feedback at the moment, Effect Life. There may be a said document later on and in future iterations, but we did get a lot of feedback on this one, including from the one that your friend sent, by the way, which was super useful. So we are kind of a little bit on a deadline that we're trying to get through this. So there's nothing else yet, but we will probably be doing additional play tests and taking some iterations on those later in the year. But the major ones are probably going to be coming to a close now because we've gotten it from a number of places, as I say. So, which is great. I mean, like, that's awesome. That's exactly what we were hoping for. But yeah, so that is the deal with that. And again, I will need to talk with you at some point about getting your friend's name as well, if they're willing to share it, because we'd like to be able to credit them within the credits of the game too. So, but anyway, yeah. So that is exclamation point Grayshade, and as always, exclamation point BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. Exclamation point Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And exclamation point Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the fine people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message we will do so for others in the future. One last note that I want to make as I turn that on. There we go. Hi, everyone. Good to see you. One last note that I want to make, and this is super important. I want to thank everybody again for the support for Gen GMs. Our short, our latest short for Gen GMs went live on Monday and got over 10,000 views in less than 24 hours. We were very, very pleased with this. So far, the progress and the sort of the response that we've gotten on the Gen GMs shorts has been amazing, and we've gotten a bunch of new subscribers to the channel for that as well. So much so that I'm going to be starting to do a little bit of work with shorts on my own channel also, because we're kind of blown away at the effect this has had. And it's not fake views. These are views that are actually getting a bunch of likes, that are getting comments and things like that. So they're the good kind of views. They're not just, empty calorie views, as one might say. So I'm very excited about that. So thank you for those of you who have supported that program. Another short will be coming tomorrow, another short on Friday, 2 shorts Monday, Wednesday of next week, and then our next long will be a week from this Friday. So very excited that Gen GMs continues to make some movement along. So now, having said that, the time has come to announce our corporate sponsors for ArvCon 2024. I'm going to announce this. These are also going live as we speak on social media too. So I'm announcing both of these as we go. So ArvCon 2024 will begin a week from this Friday. It will begin Friday evening at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I will make full announcements about the schedule, the final schedule for this, which is pretty much together, but we have to make a couple of slight tweaks here and there. So the schedule will be fully announced within the next couple of days, although it is mostly together. What I can tell you for sure is that we now have our sponsors in place. There may be a sponsor or two that may be watching this going, I would like to get involved with this, and it's never too late to be added to the mix. But these are the sponsors that we have, and this is, again, tying our record from last year. We had 9 sponsors last year, and we have tied that record with 9 sponsors again this year. These are all companies or corporations or groups basically doing this. This does not count individual giveaway things. For example, Paul, Prince Justin, who has sent us something to give away. I've got something coming from Drew the Damager again. These are going to be going to the top donators. Those are still going to be a part of this mix, but these are for the companies. So in alphabetical order, the companies are as follows. First, we have Alligator Alley Entertainment. Alligator Alley, which is the, of course, maker of Espergenesis, the maker of Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks, the maker of Witch Hunter. These folks have been supporters of ours for a long time, and they are, of course, the current sponsors of our Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks campaign, which we're running right now. They are again back as a sponsor for ArvCon 2024, so we are thankful to Eric and Rich and Chris and all the guys over at Alligator Alley. So that is sponsor number 1. Sponsor number 2 is the amazing Athos Arts. Athos Arts, which of course is an indie press out of Michigan. It is an award-winning indie press out of Michigan. It also happens to be the publisher of my Icarus graphic novel. It happens to be the publisher, my award-winning graphic novel. It happens to be the publisher of my award-winning Grey Assassin trilogy with the aforementioned Grayshade and Renegade and now Heretic, which is coming out in July. So Athos Arts is a sponsor for us once again, and we're very grateful to them for ArvCon 2024. Catalyst Game Labs will be making its triumphant return as a sponsor of this event. Catalyst Game Labs, of course, has sent us a bunch of board games in the past and a whole bunch of other different content, books, and things like that. And Catalyst will be returning to the fold as one of the ArvCon 2024 sponsors, so we are happy to have them back, makers of Shadowrun, Battletech, and things like that as well. Fatbot Games will once again be back. These are the makers of Vaporum and Vaporum Lockdown. Tibor Repta and the crew over there always are very generous to us. And so again, they will be giving out, sponsoring us by giving us keys for giveaways on various games during this event. So that is very exciting. I'm excited to announce that Free League Publishing will be back in the mix with sponsoring our event. We're very happy to have Free League back with us. Free League is, of course, also the sponsor for the Shire Adventures show, which is now concluded, including the Shire Adventures podcast. Free League has supported us in the past, and it's very great. I'm really honored that they are back with us again, supporting ArvCon 2024. It wouldn't be an ArvCon 2024, it feels to me, if we didn't have GOG.com on board, and so I'm happy to announce that GOG.com has once again agreed to sponsor us, and they have a bunch of great games, y'all, that they're going to be doing as part of the giveaway. I want to thank in particular Pyron Jade, who is sort of the contact here who made this possible. So I'm very, very happy that GOG.com is back on board sponsoring ArvCon 2024, which is really awesome. Nomad Games, which are the makers of the amazing Talisman digital board game edition, in addition to a number of other things, Fighting Fantasy Legends. They've done Fury of Dracula and a bunch of other ones over the time. So Nomad Games has done really, really great stuff. And again, Carl Jackson, who is my contact over there, has been supportive for a long time with this, and they always make good stuff. If they didn't do anything but Talisman, it would be absolutely incredible. Like Talisman, that digital board game is so good and somehow manages to click together all of these rules so perfectly. It's astonishing how well they've done that. And they're great. I love Nomad Games, and I'm grateful that Nomad Games is back with us once again for ArvCon 2024. The Rambo Academy for Wayward Writers. This is, of course, Kat Rambo's writer-instructor academy, I guess would say, running a number of classes over on the Rambo Academy, with a variety of presenters talking about all sorts of writing-related topics, and it's well worth your while. We've actually been lucky enough to host a couple of things on this channel of the Rambo Academy for Wayward Writers some years ago, and so the Rambo Academy has returned to be one of our sponsors as well this year, which we are grateful for. And finally, I'm happy to welcome back. There was one year that was taken off because of miscommunication and travel and people being in a different place, and so we weren't able to hook up, but we were able to connect this time, and that is the return of Tin Man Games. Neil Renison, probably the oldest sponsor I think that we have, I would guess, is Tin Man Games. Tin Man has been around since almost the very beginning. Neil Renison and the folks there who do great stuff. They, of course, do a lot of the Fighting Fantasy game book conversions. They've done many other games, including some in VR. So I'm really, really happy to have Tin Man Games back on board. That's another one of the woes, that it doesn't feel totally, fully like an ArvCon unless we get Tin Man involved. And so there is your list of, again, 9 sponsors tying our record from last year: Alligator Rally, Athos Arts, Catalyst Game Labs, Flatbot Games, Free League Publishing, GOG.com, Nomad Games, the Rambo Academy for Wayward Writers, and Tin Man Games. Thank you to all of the sponsors. We are so grateful to them. Please support them. Please get all their stuff. Please spread the word about those folks, because they are really, really good and really cool, and we're really grateful to them. And this stuff is also right now going forth on social media, so it would be great if people could retweet that as well. I just want to confirm. So it should have gone off schedule on Twitter. Let's see if it has. So we have so far posted, let's see. Yes. So, honor and privilege to run ArvCon. Our sponsors: the amazing Alligator Rally, Athos Arts, Fatbot Games, Free League Publishing, GOG.com, Twitch. Yes, so all of these are on the way out as we speak. They are all being released in the order that we wanted them to be released. So that's good. Now, did the same thing happen over on Blue Sky? This was the one that I was a little bit unsure if this was going to work the same way. Let's see. And yes, it has scheduled. Let's see. Has it scheduled properly? Let's make sure. 4 to 16, 14, 12, 10. Yes, it has done it properly. Huzzah! So yes, it has worked. I have done it. I have successfully managed to schedule both Blue Sky and Twitter posts for this. I am I am super excited. So yes, please do go and repost that and retweet it. And folks, I could not tell you how excited I am for ArvCon this year. You all know how this is personally important to me, but I feel like it's really personally important to a lot of the members of the community for different reasons. And it's something which kind of really brings us all together. And so please do mark your calendars. I'm going to be announcing the official schedule for ArvCon starting in a couple of days. And that will be happening, of course. The event itself will begin a week from Friday. Friday evening, it will run Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We will have TTRPGs, we will have giveaways, we will have concert events, we will have scientist interviews, we will have a scientist game, tabletop game, as we've had the past few years. So it's going to be really awesome. And yeah, I am super excited that we are able to have these folks on board. So thank you, everybody, for being a part of this. And thank you once again to our wonderful sponsors, because they are awesome. All right. So with all of that pleasant stuff done, let me save this. With all of that pleasant stuff done, let us move on to the game that we've got for today. Now, I have heard of Kathy Rain before this moment, but I have never played Kathy Rain. So it's going to be interesting to me to see how this game plays. Again, this is the Kathy Rain Director's Cut. And I can see someone who seems rather familiar to me, who may or may not have been involved with this previously, who's done some Kathy Rain stuff before. So I'm going to play this game now. We're going to see how it goes. I don't know much about the actual gameplay. I just have heard of the game itself. And so, yeah, there's some dude you might know. And so, yes, let us play it and let's see how we go. First time ever launching it. It installed properly and everything, but if I have to make adjustments in video, I will. Okay. More. Oh. Ooh, I like it. Okay, how's the volume for everybody? Hey, what's up, Chrono Travis? I like it. Is this okay? Is this too loud? Is it okay? Volume is good as is. It was a little loud for me though. Hey, Mar. Nah, it's too loud this way for me, Echo. How's this for everybody? Okay. All right, here we go. New game.
Hey, you.
Oh, right.
Hey. Oh, man. Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
Okay, well, I turned it down a bit, effect. That might help.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
Wait, hear me out. So I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and...
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
And get this. His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
I'm Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
I said his name was Joseph Rain.
You knew him,
Chocolate
right?
Rain.
I knew it. I knew you'd know him.
I mean... Well, I always want to make sure that I know, though, for my own benefit and fairness, Mar, so I asked first. Let's see. Yeah, he was my grandfather.
Yeah, he was my grandfather. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, Well, I might have sort of looked you up.
I might have followed you with a drone, and perhaps, there's nothing creepy about that. It's fine. Don't look at me.
That is not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know. Well, anyway, you should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
This is the beginning of Stardew Valley, actually.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
September 25th, 1995. Day 1. September 25th, 1995.
Oh, God, make it stop.
Let me see. September 25th, 1995. I had just 9 days earlier turned 23. I was in 1995. I had just begun my second year of my master's program, and let me think, 94, 95. And I was in the midst of dating someone that wasn't going to work out. That's pretty much what was happening in 1995. Arvan Helleron. Yeah, I know exactly, Triffid. Use the left mouse button to walk and interact with objects. Okay.
Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate. Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is. That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra.
Ooh, I can...
She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks.
Oh! Wow. You can interact with everything. Everything. Okay.
Honestly, she can believe in what she wants as long as she doesn't try to shove it down my throat. I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever. I think that movie is about a girl and a boy who hate each other at first and then they fall in love for no reason at all. Oh, wait. That's every romantic comedy ever. Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood, and contempt for humanity check. Eileen's closet, filled to the brink with inherited clothes and Christian joy. Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name. Eileen Mildred Summers.
Eileen Mildred Summers?
Mildred. Oh my God, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas. Eileen makes her bed with surgical precision. We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter.
Okay, let's see. Poster, mirror, closet, suitcase, Eileen's bed.
Eileen's schedule. There's a note for today. Set alarm clock for Kathy. Can't have her miss the funeral.
Oh, achievement unlocked. Procrastinator. Make your best efforts to miss the funeral. That's great. All right, let's keep looking.
Eileen's obnoxious alarm clock. The noise makes me want to stab myself with something dull.
Look, I have to make sure I've played enough point-and-click games to know that if you don't click on everything...
Color printer. Super fancy, apparently. A fact which Eileen loves to remind me of. Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes. I'm no geek, but I know how to use one.
In 1995? All right,
computer, that is. Not a geek.
I know how to use a geek. 1995, was I already? Yes, I was living off campus, so I was already playing Meridian 59. That's true. I was using, I had a printer then, and I had a dial-up modem going to BBSs and playing freaking, Meridian 59 and the like. Okay, as computer, as printer.
It's some advanced scanner thingy.
Scanner thingy. That's it, right, Effect Life?
Our room phone. It's got an external line. I don't need to make any calls right now. The Thing. One of my favorite horror movies.
Of course.
My electric guitar. Got it cheap from a lesbian I met at a concert. Helped me get rid of my last 2 roommates.
Why is the fact that it was coming from a lesbian important?
Pulp Fiction. Love that flick.
Of course you do.
Just some random band poster. Messy. Just the way I like it. Messy. Just the way I like it.
Oh.
Pulp Fiction.
Oh, sorry.
Messy.
Sorry. Stop. Okay. All right, door time. She got it for cheap. Exactly, Sarah Scorpion. There it is. Nah, the road didn't actually start showing up till the early 2000s, really. Back in the day, we were 3607. That's fair. Okay.
Just my luck.
It's the fuzz.
Do you know why I pulled you over, ma'am?
Because it's the game. You need directions to the newest donut shop. It's got to be to compliment me on my driving.
It's got to be to compliment me on my driving, right?
Trying to be a smartass, ma'am? Nobody likes a smartass. Do you know how fast you were going?
Yes.
And?
Yes, sir.
The smartass playing dumb. Aren't you just a perfect blend of obnoxious?
I guess so. Look, I'm really sorry, officer. I'm in a huge hurry to this thing, and the road has been empty for miles. You know how it is.
Well, what I do know is that the speed limit here is 65. I clocked you at 77. You're getting a ticket.
Oh, to the movies? I prefer horror flicks.
Regular comedian, huh? Don't quit your day job.
I think that went well.
Well, here we are after a 40-minute drive and a harebrained speeding ticket.
God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object? Guess not. Dead people rule. No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral.
Oh yeah, what? So what is it? The like space bar thing that they added? That was the big director's cut thing. Like
My smoke's about a half a pack. Started when I was 12 and never looked back. Pretty much the only thing keeping me sane.
yeah, that stuff's no good for you.
I'll write down clues in this as I find them. My trusty Zippo. The only thing my deadbeat dad left me. There's a crude inscription, BH, which is a mystery to me.
Is that a taser?
NZ500 self-defense stun gun. No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral.
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. In sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so that they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
Oh, Kathy, you big baby, just talk to her. Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, Anna? You look strangely familiar.
Yeah, I'm your granddaughter.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine who?
Catherine Rain, you freaking...
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
Actually, my entire life.
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything.
Well, I went off the rails and...
Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit. Rest in peace, Grandpa. I wish things could have been different. A family mausoleum. It says, price. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap.
Elizabeth Parker. Eric Mitchell. Lily Myers. Shane Stevens. So,
You don't want to get me started. Let's just say me and the humble servants of God have a history of not getting along.
exactly, yeah, they never talked again.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from a path of sin.
That's not...
And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones?
I simply meant that we are all sinful creatures, child. I hope to see you at the church.
Don't get your hopes up, buddy.
I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
It'd be funny if she drives into the graveyard, right past the dude. Bike selection. Oh. Interesting. Rain residence. See, I didn't think she was going too fast. I'm just like rolling slow. All right, Rain residence.
Grandma, anybody home?
Aha, there's Rain. And her name is Rain. The symbolism.
There's nothing quite like the soothing sound of rain falling on a window. Nice black leather coat. Right up my alley. A mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds. Cute red horse. It's some old Swedish thing, I think. This paint looks fresh. Grandma must have had this restored recently.
You want to ride the red horse. Do, 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 do.
Dog fighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff.
For a minute, I thought it meant actual dog fighting, and I was like, I'm going to have to turn this off. That's different. Yeah, dog fighting between planes is fine. Dog fighting, though?
An old wheelchair. Not too dusty. Grandpa must have used it towards the end. A small table lamp. A wedding photo from when my grandparents married. They look
Okay.
younger than I am now. Things have sure changed.
Yes, they all used to get married at the age of 15, and
It's a photo of this very farm from way back. It says June 12, 1910 in the corner. Some kind of winter forest scene. I've always wondered if it's supposed to be Conwell Woods or not.
so she remembers that painting?
I don't have anything to search for yet. I don't have anything to talk about with E right now.
Okay. Yeah. That exactly. That's where I'm at, Echo, exactly.
Oh, hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
Well, it was my speed.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin.
Ha.
Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come have a seat. We have so much to talk about. So, now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my second year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Yeah, but I don't know though. You know, even in my small town, like we used to get the yellow page books are pretty big, actually, back in the day. Gunship Fly for Your Life. Okay, Echo.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
Your father?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon, then?
Mom is... I had her committed to a place where she could get some real help. I just couldn't take it anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. In spite of everything that happened when she took you away.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
Well, I've been a grandma. Classic, just making pies and doing all the traditional things and also becoming a Dark Lord.
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
I always wondered, when would my granddaughter visit me? And then, I'm so sorry. And then she never did. And I just sat here alone. Why? And I was like, all by myself.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what.
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first. All dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word, forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Oh. Yeah.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair.
But then I remembered no one had an affair in the early 80s.
When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. Must have had something to do with the war.
In before he was actually chasing demons.
What did the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And that made me really angry.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town.
Oh, I just realized that, hold on a second. I just realized that I could actually set this up a little better. Okay, that should be better. Yep, Gabriel Knight. And this also reminds me of some of the newer, like, the Wadjet Eye games, the, Samaritan Samaritan Paradox that I played on here, and a couple of ones that's in that ballpark as well.
The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
I remember playing the first Gabriel Knight.
I could try to find out more about this.
I am a journalism student.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Make sure that you take them out, dear.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
But not before looking at everything in here.
Planes, planes, and more planes.
Oops.
That's my great-grandfather, Eric Wren. I never met him. They changed the spelling to Rain after he died, I think. Some woman dressed fancy. I'm not sure how I'm related to her, but she has my hair. Grandpa in his Air Force uniform. Looks to be in his early 20s. Expensive looking scotch. That thing has been standing there forever.
Yeah, she seems to have trouble with the police already. Oop, what happened? Achievement unlocked. Nostalgic. Took some time to reminisce. Well, yeah.
I used to love digging through those drawers when I was a kid, looking for coins, buttons, and trinkets.
It's interesting that the thing that triggered that was my looking at the booze. They're like, the good old days when I used to get drunk with Grandpa. I do like this holding down spacebar to check
Nice
things
leather
out.
chair.
It's cool.
Freckles, the old farm cat, used to love that thing. There's nothing quite like...
I know about that already.
There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
Never
Well,
mind.
gotta go, Grandma.
Bye, Kathy.
There are a few things
Wait, what?
See you later.
Take care.
Grandma has prepared some tea for us. A decent-sized book collection. Most of them science or history related from the looks of it. An intricate toy airplane with moving
Yeah, I
parts.
agree.
I remember playing with that. Grandpa had a whole collection of them.
I like that they've got the old rabbit ear antenna over there.
That's where the nice china is kept, only for special occasions. I have yet to see it outside the cabinet. A painting of a blue sky with clouds. Probably supposed to be a backdrop for those angels. Grandma always had a penchant for little angel figurines like these. I bet E would love them.
Okay. All right. What about upstairs?
I shouldn't overstay my welcome.
Go upstairs.
I shouldn't overstay my...
Do what I say. Do what I say.
shouldn't-
All right. It's not gonna let me do it. Time to go ride my motorcycle in the rain, because that's always a good thing to do. Riding that cycle in the rain, chat. Totally safe. Hey, Sheriff, you're the one who just gave me a ticket. I was hoping you could help me out.
Not their peak hours, it seems. Land of the free. A medieval fortress near an ocean. Probably supposed to be somewhere in Europe.
Hey, Sheriff, what's the deal with that bum?
A medieval fortress.
What bum?
The one in the
A bunch
south.
of cops lining up for a photo.
I thought it was with you.
Well,
Various notices and a wanted poster. Fax machines. The pinnacle of modern technology.
Modern technology. Ah, yeah, the fax.
can I help you, miss?
I was just looking at some files.
Yeah, I had some questions about my...
Hey, wait. I know you.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes, I do. You're Kathy. Kathy Rain.
Oh, I can? Oh, I did not know that.
My reputation precedes me, in a kind of...
I'll
but
save it.
Not totally creepy way.
In a minute.
Aw, come on. It's me, Lenny. Lenny Marks.
Oh, Letty. I don't know who you are.
I'm drawing a blank.
Really? You don't remember us playing when we were little kids?
Not really. Sorry, buddy.
Darn. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, what can I do for you today?
Well, I'm here to talk to you about
I
this.
wanted to ask if you know anything about my grandfather's accident.
I really don't know much beyond the rumors. The sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report. It happened before either of us worked here.
Okay, I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff then.
Sure thing. His office is to your right.
All right, thanks.
Well, gotta go.
Good luck. Oh, and have a complimentary cup of joe if you want.
Ah, maybe later. Thanks.
Sure thing. See ya.
See, I'm just going to check your files.
Lots of police reports. They all look fairly recent, though. Nothing older than 1990. Just your standard coffee maker. What should I do with it? Nah, I'm good. Had a cup this morning.
What? The guy's just here.
A potted plant. Looks a bit thirsty.
All right. Save game. Okay. Trophies.
I guess somebody's a winner. Tons of miscellaneous files. I don't see anything labeled as police reports, so
Nice.
those must be
How's the
elsewhere.
paperwork coming along, Lenny?
A photo of the sheriff
okay, I
shaking
guess.
hands with
Maybe
some
halfway through.
bald guy in a suit.
That's no good. We're gonna have to
Probably the
cancel
mayor.
lunch today.
It's always the mayor.
Again? Oh,
Just some photo. Nothing special about it.
Your motivation shouldn't be limited by your growling
A gold
stomach,
medal
Lenny.
of some kind. Just some photo. Nothing special about it. Just some photo. Nothing.
Okay. Hey, what's up, Sheriff?
Oh crap, it's you again.
That's what I thought.
The smartass returns. You have some more crimes to confess?
Oh, you know, maybe a felony or two.
Wouldn't be surprised. Look, I'm busy here. What do you want?
I just have a few questions, that's all.
First of all, why are you such a hard ass?
Fine. Go ahead.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
He had a stroke in the woods. That's what happened.
If that's all there is, why would Sheriff Truman open an investigation?
Yeah,
It was just standard procedure. A general occurrence report always has to be filed.
especially when there's some shenanigans, right?
I see. Did you know him at all?
No, I haven't been in town for long. Man sure has one hell of a reputation, though. It's been over a decade since he was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
Could be, but you know what they say. Things too good to be true usually are.
I believe I tried to say to you, you know how it is, and you ignored me. All right, what about the police
Could I
report?
have a look at that report?
Absolutely not. They're official police documents.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not in this state, they ain't.
But I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
You consider yourself family. I've never even seen you before in this town.
I mean, I've been a huge part of my grandfather's life for the last 30 minutes.
It's complicated.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention illegal. Handing out evidence to anyone who asks for it.
Lenny, a little help here? Don't you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
well, boss, she is his granddaughter, really. I don't think it's any...
Don't you think I know that? There are rules. Am I the only one in here who cares about the law?
I am the law.
Too much coffee? Try not to pop a vein.
Yeah, that'll work. Good work, Kathy.
Do you want to see the inside of a cell?
Oh, cuff me, officer. Spare me the torment of your rhetorical questions and veiled threats.
Just follow the rules like everyone else. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Fine. Hello, Sheriff.
If
Never mind.
That's all for now.
good.
Okay, thanks for nothing. I never eat a pig because a pig is a cop, but yet a...
Hey, that's a restricted area.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But I'm family. Run for the fun!
Can't while he's sitting there.
Okay. Well, what if I were to do, like, say...
I guess I could mess around with this, but only as a last resort. I should make sure that the cops aren't going to help me willingly first.
Lenny, my dear, dear friend.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Hey, I need to see the police report from 81 when my grandfather was found by the old sheriff.
Come on, for old time's sake. Remember how we used to play together as kids and how I totally remembered that? Come on, you can help me out, Lenny.
We only keep reports filed after 1990 in here. So I'd have to go check the archives in the other room.
Sounds like a plan.
If it was up to me, I'd be happy to go take a look, but you heard the sheriff before. I'm sorry, but I can't help you unless he approves it.
Fine. Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Police report.
Hello, Sheriff. Asking nice.
Okay,
That's all for now.
Good.
now maybe I can do this. Coffee maker.
All right, let's see how this plays out.
Lenny, quit loitering and make some goddamn coffee.
Some goddamn coffee. What's up, big boss?
10-4, coming right up.
Oh, it better be.
Yeah, buddy. Wow, there's a lot of stuff.
No wanted posters. I'm disappointed.
Let's take a look at this note.
Lenny, for the last goddamn time, stop leaving the locker keys on this table.
Outstanding.
Always put them back in
That's
your
true.
desk when you're done.
Emily might be, hang. Oh. Sorry, chat. I'm catching up on something. Bear with me just a second. Okay, I just responded. Yeah, no, it's okay. I just hadn't seen any of that, obviously, so. Okay. Oh, you did? All right. Sorry, chat. Give me one more second and I will I'll get rolling again here. I just want to make sure that I want to there's a thing. So just bear with me a second. Oh, Alice Munro passed away. Famous short story writer. 92. I used to teach a story by her. Okay. So I don't have time to talk about this. Invincible, I believe, is the term, Emily. I will, yeah, I'll see if I can talk more about this later, Emily. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. I hear you. I hear you. Okay. Sorry about that, chat. Not trying to be mysterious. Okay.
This phone is not here for your personal calls either. The county shouldn't have to pay for your giggly shenanigans, Sheriff.
I think you mean your giggity shenanigans. Haha. So far, it feels like a very traditional point and click to me. So far, it's in that
These
ballpark
must
for
be
me,
the
which is
archived
fine.
Police reports that Lenny was talking about. Time to start digging.
When did this first come out? Is this like
Yes, found it. August
90s
16th,
something?
1981.
like what
Let's have a
time
look.
what time period did this come out in? Individual was encountered on the side of the dirt road a few miles from Conwell Springs, blindly walking forward with his eyes wide open. With eyes wide open, under the moonlight. 2016. For some reason, I thought it was even earlier than that. Interesting. The subject was identified as Joseph Rain. He did not respond when touched or spoken to. He appeared to be dirty from head to toe and wet up to his knees. Mr. Rain was fiercely clutching a small tape recorder complete with tape. Being cooperative, he could be led into the squad car and transported back to town. Picked up Mrs. Rain, brought her along with Mr. Rain to the emergency room at the community clinic. Upon routine inspection of the patrol car, tape recorders found discarded in the back seat, filed as evidence in locker number 5. Locker number 5.
I'm gonna have to get my hands on that recorder.
No problem, because there should be a key on this desk. No. I don't want to use that. There's always a key on the desk.
Nice. That was getting annoying.
An axe, a sledgehammer, and some other heavy tools.
Yeah.
Brilliant idea to leave those lying around next to evidence lockers and locked cells.
A big red gas can with a hose. Somebody probably used that to siphon gas.
That's a evidence, huh?
Locker number 5 is right there, but it requires a key.
Probably kept it on his desk.
According to the note on the table, the locker keys are kept in Lenny's desk.
Okay, Lenny's
A
desk.
large evidence locker, probably for securing some of the bulkier things.
Okay, so
A computer monitor. Probably recovered stolen goods. There's no way small-town cops would be that up-to-date with the modern world.
all right. So let me save this. Okay. Then I go check the
Hey.
Lenny thing.
Hi there.
Hi there.
So, why'd they put you in that cell?
It's all just a big misunderstanding.
Is that so?
Yeah, I didn't mean to steal anything. I was just using my pockets to move the beer to the checkout.
Seems reasonable.
That's the worst excuse I have ever heard.
For your information, I happen to have a deadly fear of shopping carts.
I take my last statement back. This excuse is even worse.
Hey, it wasn't your father who was killed by a shopping cart when you were 8.
I sure hope not.
To be fair, mine wasn't either. It was just Uncle Bob. But that doesn't mean it was any less traumatic, mind you. To this day, I still get nervous breakdowns at grocery stores.
I think I've heard enough, buddy.
You're right. We should stop before the flashbacks begin.
You need to keep the blonde cop out there busy for a while.
I do?
Okay, let's see.
$10 says you do.
I'd say my services in this matter are worth at least $20.
9,
15.
8,
Fine, 10.
7.
Deal.
Good.
So, what am I doing again?
Distract that young cop in the lobby. I don't care how you do it, as long as you keep him occupied for a while.
Okay then, let me know when.
Will do. Okay, gotta go.
See ya.
All right. Oh, wait.
If I ever feel the urge to clean, I'll know where to go.
It's Neville from NFS Carbon. Need for Speed Carbon. Okay.
Hey, the jail is off limits. You shouldn't be in there.
Oh, sorry. I just heard someone yelling. I think that guy in the cell needs some help.
Ah, what now?
Okay, I have to make this quick. Okay, let's find the key to locker number 5. Got it.
Okay. Got the key to Mambo number 5. Let's save it. And we know how to do this. Short story about evil killer soccer shopping carts.
Good idea, but they would notice me right now. Time to waste more coffee, I guess.
Yeah, more coffee.
Lenny, coffee.
Jeez Louise, already?
I'll take care of it, boss.
Duh. Okay.
A jail cell. Looks cramped.
Drag and drop inventory items to combine them with other things. Okay. Easy enough.
All right, got it.
Don't I have a tape player? Who is a tape player?
Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips.
There's a code.
And I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting close to finding the source. I have a promising new theory. It should be ready for a test soon.
Wait a minute. I missed something. Darn it. I missed something that they said. No, it's not it.
What really happened to you that night, Grandpa? I don't have anything to say about that.
He left something in the attic, I guess is the point there. Thanks, guy.
Hey.
Hi there.
Okay,
See ya.
Hey, Kathy, wait.
What's up?
Do you eat foot? I mean, food?
Do I eat foot? Now, Lenny, I know that we played together when we were kids. And I'm assuming that you remember what it was like as children, always in our bare feet. But for you to ask if I eat foot, I would have expected better, Lenny. I would have expected better of one of this town's finest. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah?
Absolutely not. I feed on human misery. Relax, Lenny. Yes, I do eat food.
Oh, well, great. Can I buy you food sometime? And also buy food for me? And then maybe we could eat the food together?
Absolutely. I'd rather eat a foot.
I'm really busy right now. Maybe later.
Oh, okay. See ya.
You wouldn't gonna be messed up with someone like me, Lenny. I ride my motorcycle in the rain. Never been brave enough to eat pickled pig's feet. Attic time.
I should probably ask Grandma first.
What? I don't have to ask Grandma first. My own person. Why do I have to ask Grandma?
Oh, hello, dear.
Grandma, can I go up in the attic? Okay, yes, thanks.
There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
Would you mind if I took a look in the attic?
I suppose it would do no harm. Come with me.
Thanks, Grandma.
You're welcome, dear. Be careful now.
The attic.
The bulb looks burned out. I'll have to replace it. Nothing. The bulb must be burned out.
Right, I seriously do not have a separate light bulb. Gotta go get me a light bulb.
The bulb looks burned out.
I mean, did they have to bring me all the way up just so they could be like, nope, can't find anything?
Free light bulb. Score.
The Aileron office of the 90s.
The bulb looks burned.
Use light bulb on light bulb. Light bulb on light bulb action.
There we go.
Aha. Suddenly everything is clear. There's a teddy
Mr.
bear.
Bear. How did you get all the way up there? Good idea. You just keep watch. I'll do the searching.
Achievement unlocked. Mr. Bear reporting for duty, reunited with a furry friend. Okay.
Various books and office supplies. Nothing in particular catches the eye.
How about detergent?
An electronic metal detector. Kinda clunky for a person to lug around without a specific use for it. An industrial-sized jug of detergent. An electronic metal...
Oh, I already know about that. Yeah, I saved already.
Various books and office. Decades-old coffee. Lovely.
That's how it ages like fine wine.
It looks like someone was doing geometry.
I wonder if
I can't make much sense of it.
I wonder if caffeine breaks down, like in the environment. I mean, obviously, I'm sure it would eventually do so. Coffee would have evaporated by that time, but I wonder if you found, like, if you roast coffee, right? Does the or whatever you and then grind coffee. Do those resulting things? Do those coffee grounds last a year, 2 years, a month, a week, a day? More than a day. Like, I wonder about just like dry grounds if they last.
An old typewriter covered in cobwebs. A thick book about math. Just some old bills. Nothing interesting. Empty.
What about those drawers?
Empty. A worn office chair on wheels. I'm feeling a sudden urge to do a race.
How about the briefcase? Oh. Locked briefcase, huh? What was my clue? The secrets of infinite numbers. Oh, okay. What was the thing? Wait, what was his dictaphone thing? Oh. Clever.
Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips.
3 red, 1 blue, 2 yellow. 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 3 red. Oh my god. 3 red, 1 blue, and 2 yellow. What? 3 red. All right, so that's 5. Three red, 1 blue. Thank you. So let's say, all right, so I'm gonna guess 3 red, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna guess that's 5. And then 1 blue would be 1, 5, 1, and then 2 yellow. 6, 2, 8. So that would be, so 5. Actually, wait, no, I bet that's not it. 3 red, 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5, 1. I gotta write this down. All right, let's see. 2, 3, 5. 1 blue. 1. 2 yellow. 1, 4, 1, 5, 9. How many digits are we looking for here? 6 digits. No, it's not what I meant to do. Nope, go back, go back, go back. Okay, 3 red, 1 blue, 2 yellow. 3 red, 2, 3, 5. Hang on, chat. Sorry, Chad, I'm just ordering some lunch for my wife, whose voice is gone. She has got my son's cold. Always the same. Son gets the cold, then the rest of us get it. Knock on wood, I've avoided it this time. Knocking on wood furiously. But my wife has got it, and she has lost her voice. So she's like, could you order this for me? I was like, yeah. So I just have to order something quickly. So give me 1 second. I will be back, and then we will figure this out. I'm thinking it's either adding 3 digits together, or it's running in sequence. But that doesn't totally work because of this. So it might be that, like, I was thinking maybe I add just the first 3 digits together. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, all set. All right, so the problem is if I just do 3 red, that's 2, 3, 5. And then if I do 1 blue, that would be, 1, 1? Either 1, 1 or like, so it could be 2, 3, 5. An alternate is 2, 3, 5, 1, 1. One and then 1 question mark. And then the thing I don't follow is the 3 yellow, or rather 2 yellow. But then also what it could be is like either you add those together twice or you just do 2 yellow. Maybe it's just those digits. So let me see. That would be 3. So that would be 3 red. Would be 2, 3, 5. 1 blue would be 1. And then 2 yellow would be 3, 1. That's 6 digits. 2, 3, 5, 1, 3, 1. Let's see.
Yes!
Let's go! Woo! Puzzle Master Arv right here. What's up? Kapow! How you like me now? Aw, yeah. Haha. Okay, is that it?
Let's see what's in here. There were 2 pictures, a newspaper clipping, a key, and
Thank you,
inside.
Imaginary.
Oh, and a single copper penny, too, for some reason.
Penny for your thoughts. Imaginary Exponent, I thought you'd be all over this. I thought you'd be like, I know the answer. Like, just by definition of your existence, you know what the answer was,
Looks
right?
overexposed. I can't make much out. I think I see trees in the background, but most of the picture is just bright white. There's probably some way to enhance this back at school. I'll figure it out tomorrow when I'm back.
Okay.
It's the brochure that priest gave me at the funeral. The logo stands out, but other than that, it's just the usual church mumbo-jumbo. Washing away your sins, salvation, blah, blah. There's also an address at the bottom. You know, if I ever feel like getting my God on. Huh. Good old Satan. Better get his snowmobile ready for that day.
Okay.
Grandpa
Photo of soldiers.
in uniform with 2 other men. Something is handwritten on the back. Flight training. McConnell Air Force Base, 1941.
Okay. Have to ask Grandma about that.
Tragic drowning in Conwell Springs. In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near Conwell Lake. The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother.
So he was
The
trying to
funeral
find out
service will
about
be
her
held at
loss.
Conwell Cemetery on the 21st of July.
Okay.
The notice is dated July 15th, 1975.
When I was at the time, chat, 2 years old. I was not yet 3.
Tragic story. I wonder why Grandpa saved this. It's a small key, fairly modern design. No identifying tag, unfortunately.
It's the penny I found in the briefcase. Looks like it was minted the same year I was born.
Grandpa and me, we had this game where he would hide pennies around the house and I would go on a treasure hunt. Never in the attic, though. I thought it was too scary up there.
Okay. Penny, exactly. Penny for your thoughts is what I was thinking too. All right. Let's see what we got. If we go downstairs, talk to Grandma. Yo, Grandma. Got some questions for you. Answer my questions.
Oh, hello, dear.
There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
Can you tell me anything about McConnell Air Force Base?
Tell me now.
It's not very far from Conwell Springs. Joseph was stationed there for some time during the war. I believe they're still training young pilots there today.
So, when did Grandpa enlist in the Air Force?
Oh, it was barely past the honeymoon when Joseph left to fight in that terrible war, together with his best friend Charles and my brother Andrew. Those were nerve-wracking years. I was so worried I thought I would burst. Every short visit from Joseph was a joy, but he kept going back to the front, to my great dismay. When I told Joseph about being pregnant with your father, he finally realized that enough was enough. He had done his duty. Shortly thereafter, he returned to a quiet farmer's life in this very house, helping your great-grandfather with the crops, until he passed.
Until the great-grandfather passed, I assume. A GG and a... yeah. Well, there is an Arvan Yay. Arvan Yay is pretty close to that. Okay, what about this drowned teen girl?
Do you know anything about a young girl drowning around here?
Oh, yes. It was the saddest thing. She was only 16. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Because they were part of the demon underworld.
Do you remember the name of the girl or her family?
Her name? Her name was Satan.
I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall.
Like that, yeah.
That's okay, Grandma. I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save this.
Joseph was always affected by the tragedy of others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
See you later, Gramps.
Take care, dear.
That's where the nice chime.
I don't suppose that key works on...
That doesn't need unlocking.
Okay. Well, so... Photo of soldiers. Wonder if I've got a new location. Have to go back to school, maybe? To figure out that picture? Or go to the Air Force Base, if that's an option. I think I can get to the town through the cemetery. Maybe. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty.
A family mausoleum. No reason to...
Okay. So I'm wondering if over here... There's a kid! Hey, suspicious kid.
Hey, kid.
Hi yourself.
What are you doing?
None of your business.
Huh. I like you, kid. You're not here alone, right? Where's your mom?
Oh, she's around.
I don't see her.
You must be blind or something.
I'll go look for your mom, okay? Don't go anywhere.
Whatever.
Rest in peace, Grandpa. Conwell Springs. I never thought I'd return to this place.
Exactly, Darth Sisu, exactly. And I was just like, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, it does be like, she's just like, I like you because you're such a obnoxious kid. All right, so I'm assuming your mom is buried right here. Or here. Joseph Irving Rain. Here. Here.
All right, this is the right date. Looks like her name was Lily Myers. I should try to get a hold of her family.
Oh, the girl who drowned.
I should go look for his mother.
Found his mother, damn it.
A family, no reason.
She's obviously here. Okay. Mom is dead. Read the room. What's your mom's name? Can you tell me how to spell? Hey!
Guess he found his mom.
In death. Da, da, da.
Conwell Spring.
That's, yeah. All right, so now the question is, where do I find Lily Myers? I guess ask the mom. I mean, ask the grandma, rather. Save. Arv continue. Save. Yes. Resume. Living room door.
Oh.
Hi, Grandma. Tell me about Lily Myers.
There are a
Very well.
I found out that the drowned girl's name was Lily Myers. Ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Oh, how could I forget? Sue, Jack, and their children, Lily and Nathan.
Do they still live around here?
Mother and son do. I see them in town from time to time. They live somewhere near the lake.
The lake.
But not the father.
No. He disappeared not long after Lily took her own life.
Whoa, she killed herself. That's news to me.
Oh, that girl had been troubled for years. Truman made an official statement later. It was no accident.
I see. Do you know how I can reach the family?
Not really, dear. Like I said, they tend to keep to themselves.
All right, let's talk about the Myers family.
I don't see a reason. Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
The Myers family, huh? Maybe I can call my roommate and have her look it up on this newfangled thing called a computer, using this thing called the World Wide Web. Oh no. Undisclosed location. Okay. So, use the phone book.
All right, found an address.
Hell yeah.
I got her family's. All right, got it. Nah, nothing.
Okay. That's what I needed there.
Hi, this is Eileen speaking.
Hey, it's me, Kat.
Oh, hi, what's up?
Too complicated to explain over the phone. I'll fill her in about it later.
Oh yeah.
I don't need to ask her about that. I don't need to ask her about that.
Shut up.
I don't need to ask her about that.
Well, freaking
Okay, gotta go. Talk
See
to
ya.
you later.
Bye, Kathy.
sorry for bothering you. It's too many digits for that number.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Yes, sir. I was just hoping to steal some
I was
military
just
secrets.
wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
Do you know anything about what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
I know that he was no longer stationed here at the base at that time. He'd left the Air Force decades earlier. But as a Conwell Springs citizen, sure, I've heard the rumors just like everybody else. How he was found by the sheriff all messed up, walking out of the woods with some kind of unexplained brain damage.
I mean, if he had known that it was me, he would. Gotta go.
Any theory as to what he was doing out there?
I'm afraid not, ma'am. But I'm positive that it had nothing to do with this base or our operations here.
Okay, what can you tell me about his service at McConnell?
Well, Joseph Rain is a legend around here. His pile of medals weighs more than my car.
More than my car.
I was fortunate enough to meet him before he suffered his injury, and I must say, what an inspiring man. I'm positive that he would have made General if he'd stuck around.
Any idea of why he quit? He looks so happy in the pictures from the war.
Oh, your family, ma'am?
Granddaughter.
Well, then I'm sorry for your loss. I heard about his recent passing.
Appreciate it, buddy. So, about him quitting.
I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but some say the war broke him. PTSD. Me? I don't think so. When I met him, he had this aura about him, like he wasn't afraid of anything. Maybe it was just guilt. He ended a lot of lives, but that's just me speculating.
Gotcha. Thanks for the thoughts. What can you tell me about McConnell Air Force Base?
This is one of the oldest Air Force bases in the U.S., established during World War I. The main purpose of it is to train fighter pilots. The McConnell Flight School is well-renowned all around the country. In the late 80s, the school started accepting a limited number of civilian applicants due to the high demand. Some of the most famous dogfighters in U.S. history, such as Ethan Fireball Jenkins, Joseph Vigilante Rain, and Brett Savior Myers trained at this very base.
Brett Savior Myers.
Charles Wade, the great industrialist, did too. Some claim that many of his revolutionary ideas came from the former chief mechanic here, the late Niles Bloom.
Interesting. Thanks for the history lesson. I don't see a reason to ask. I don't see a...
All right, thanks.
All right, that's all.
Goodbye, ma'am.
All right. We got some new info. Info that we needed. I guess you could probably go to the Air Force Base or the other one, but it makes more sense to go find the family. Joseph, Vigilante Rain. Yeah, Lakeside Cabin. Oh yeah, this doesn't seem ominous at all.
Looks like there's a small dock with a couple of boats. I don't have a reason to go down there.
Conwell Lake, where Lily Myers met her demise. Thick, dense forest. What were you doing out there, Grandpa? Conwell Lake.
Oh, shoot.
There's a ton of discarded cigarette butts. Somebody around here is a chain smoker. We have something in common. Good to know. I can see someone moving inside. $55. Not too chilly, thankfully.
Depends on who you are. Now we've got some info. Now we needed some outfo. All right.
Yes? Can I help you?
I hope so. My name's Rain. Kathy Rain.
Joseph's girl. The one they sent away.
That's me.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what do you want?
I had some questions about your daughter, Lily.
Well, you know what? I don't have any answers, girl.
You're seeming awfully defensive about this. Perhaps it's time to reopen the case. And then points at the camera. Boo, boo, boo.
Lily was precious, special. Lily died. That's all there is to it.
My grandfather came to see you, right? To ask about her?
Maybe he did. I don't see how that's any of your business.
I'm not asking for much, Mrs. Myers.
Then clearly you have no idea what it's like losing a child. Goodbye.
That worked out well. Hi.
You again.
I deserve a few moments of your time.
What you deserve is a slap in the face.
Damn. Oh, really?
Won't you?
I'm still here and will be until you agree to talk to me.
Enjoy a night curled up in the leaves, then. Just go.
I'm not leaving until I get some answers.
Bite me.
This is going super well.
Stop it.
Oh, I'll stop it. How about... Oh, shoot.
You again.
I don't want to show her that. I should try to get her on my side first. I don't want to show her that.
Church for sure. Find God.
I don't want to show her that. I should try to get her on my side.
Do you like math
I
problems?
don't want to show her that. I should try to get her on my side first.
I was about to use that. I was like, maybe I just pull out the taser and I'm just like, all right, let me get you on your side. His stun gun. How about this police report?
I don't want to show her that.
Cigarettes.
Care to join me for a smoke,
Yeah.
Mrs. Myers?
Well, I'm gonna have to think about it. Well, I suppose one smoke
Yeah.
can't hurt.
The power of nicotine compels you.
And that's when he realized it was his own bong.
Oh my God.
Now that was a good one.
What a heartwarming story of two people killing themselves slowly
You
through
know
cancer
what,
stakes.
Kathy? You're okay. Sorry for being such a cranky old bag before. I get a short fuse when I run out of smokes.
Now, that's an understatement. Good thing I had my morning smoke, otherwise we would have had a fist fight on our hands.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it's getting chilly. Why don't we head inside?
Yeah, sure. Cabin on the lake never leads to anything dangerous down the line. What the
Now, this here's my boy Nathan. He's special. Nate, be polite and say hello to Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi there, big guy.
They said bong.
Nice view of the lake from here. Very lifelike. Contrary to popular belief, I don't believe the owls are more than what they seem.
Basically, I didn't want to, let me tell you what happened.
Yet another burial ground for those sweet, addictive, not to mention cancer-inducing sticks of tobacco. I'm a huge fan. Nice painting. It's signed LM.
Loser man.
Elk, by the looks of it. They're fairly common in Conwell Woods.
All right, Nathan.
What you doing, big fella?
Drawing.
Oh yeah? What are you drawing?
The nice red man.
You mean Santa?
No, the nice red man.
Now, what did I say about raising your voice at strangers?
Sorry, Mama. I'll be nice. The red man is nice.
Don't mind him. He gets so absorbed in his drawings thanks to that wild imagination of his.
I think
like
it's
his
said
sister.
it's 1995, Triffid, is when this starts. September 95.
Nah, he's done.
All right, time to talk to Sue.
So you wanted to ask me about Lily?
Yeah. Do you mind telling me what happened when my grandfather came to see you?
Well, first I killed him, then I took his head and threw it out the window, and then I found myself an elk, killed that, and put the antlers up on the wall. All while while my good special boy Nathan here sat here and talked about the red man. It was a totally normal day at our cabin. 20 years after Lily died, yeah.
Well, he knocked on my door a few years after Lily had passed away. I didn't know Joseph too well myself, but I'd heard of him and the good he'd done for the other people around here. So I let him in. He started asking a bunch of questions about Lily, like if I was absolutely sure that it was suicide.
And what did you say?
The truth. That she was depressed and had been for a long time. I had no doubts about what happened.
All right. Anything else?
Well, he was weirdly curious about her paintings.
Lily painted?
Yep, that's one of hers right there on the wall.
I see, it's beautiful. So, in what way was he curious?
He asked if Lily had painted anything odd or strange. I didn't really get what he was after, but I let him have a look at her work. He spent some time browsing through them, and then he wrote something down on a piece of paper, thanked me, and left.
Huh. Any idea of what he could have seen?
Not really. I had the paintings all lined up. Could have been any of them.
Would you mind showing them to me?
Well, I would if I could, but this is the only one I have left. I sold the rest many years ago to this weirdo art collector.
Outstanding.
Tell me about this art collector person.
Rich, fancy looking, in his 50s or thereabouts. I'd say he'd be around 70 now if he's still alive. He knocked on that door one day with a wad of cash in his hand. $5,000.
All right, so there's something about those
everything
paintings.
that Lily so much as touched with a brush.
Yeah, something about those.
Huh. Did he say why?
Nope, but I got the feeling that most of that dough was paid so he could avoid any questions. I took the money. I still had Nathan to support.
Did the stranger give you his name?
No. Well, his face was far from forgettable, though. Big nose, bright blue eyes, looked black Irish. He had a thick black mane, turning gray, no beard.
Well, thank you, Emily, although I don't know that I'd be walking into a lakeside cabin with $5,000 of cash. Do you have any strange paintings? I'll give you money for it, cash money. And I feel like, Also, I have never had a thick black mane, and I have a beard.
All right, Sue. Thanks. So, tell me about Lily's art.
It used to be about cheerful things, landscapes, animals, bright colors. But as she drifted further into depression, she started painting horrible things, death and decay. And the last few pieces look like something out of a nightmare.
That's awful. Did Lily ever get any recognition for her art?
Not really. Except from the guy I told you about who bought most of her paintings.
What do you do to support the two of you?
A little bit of this and that. Got me some cash saved up, too. Nathan helps out when he can.
What happened to your husband, if you don't mind me asking?
You could say he didn't quite cope as well as I did with what happened to Lily. He got himself a death wish after what happened to her, started drinking and getting into all sorts of trouble. 5 years left for him in the joint now. Been there for 15.
Damn.
Man, that must be rough for you.
Oh, we're doing just fine without him, aren't we, Nate?
Mama takes good care of us.
Mama sure does.
Creepy.
Mind telling me what Lily was like, Sue?
I'd be happy to. She was Nathan's older sister by 2 years. Lily was like any girl growing up, normal, happy, talking about school, boys, and whatnot. And she and Nathan were close back then, always playing together in the woods.
I guarantee that at some point they ask us to go to the woods.
When Lily was 10, she started drawing, always doodling on just about anything she could get her hands on. We didn't have much, really, and so she used what she could. Once I even caught her scribbling on toilet paper. On her 12th birthday, we gave Lily a thick sketchbook with an assortment of pencils. She was ecstatic. That was the happiest I'd ever seen her. From that day, drawing became her life. Eventually, her art teacher at school helped her to get started with oil painting. When Lily was 15, something changed. At first, I thought it was just usual teen angst, but no, this was something different.
She'd be there late at night. All of a sudden, bat wings would spring out of her back, and she was gone, flying everywhere, screeching. Well, first I just told her to calm it down, but she said, "No, Mama, I gotta hang upside down right outside this porch with my other friend bats." Well, we didn't think too much of it none, but then Nathan said, "Mama, she's now sleeping inside a coffin," and I realized something.
She started going out, disappearing for long periods of time.
Or this.
She locked herself in when painting. She never used to do that. I tried everything. Counseling, support groups, antidepressants. Nothing worked.
And that's when I decided to try to help her instead of myself.
About a year later, she just gave up. And, well, you know the rest.
I'm sorry, Sue. That must have been unimaginable.
Thanks, darling, but it's been a while now. I've learned to live with it.
You know, I've been through something similar. My mom. She never killed herself, but, well, she came close.
That's a damn shame. I heard about her problems. Is she doing any better now?
Better isn't the word I'd use. I had to put her in a place where she couldn't hurt anyone, including herself.
Yeah, life ain't easy for any of us. Flip a few coins along the way, and I could have ended up somewhere like that myself.
Instead of being inside a cabin, desperately hoping for some smoke so I don't punch someone out who comes to the door.
I'm awfully sorry things went that way for you, Ma. Anyhow.
Thanks, Sue. Taking it one step at a time.
I don't need to ask her. Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather? How he ended up in a wheelchair?
Well, wasn't intending to break you, but if you laughed, that's good.
Stroke, wasn't it? At least that's what I heard.
That's what they want you to believe.
Not necessarily. There are some divided opinions about it.
Now that I think about it, that whole ordeal happened to him not long after he came here.
How long?
A week, maybe, at the most.
I think I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat. Come back anytime.
As long as you bring cigarettes. Let's see. Do you have any thoughts about this?
I'd rather just ask her about her daughter directly.
How about you do what I tell you? I'm in control. What about this penny?
No reason to show her that.
Oh yeah, what about this key?
Do you know what this key opens?
Well, that's a bit of a weird question, ain't it? But no.
All right, well, what do you think about this
Hey,
photo?
Sue, do you recognize any of these men?
Well, there's Joseph Rain. Always so handsome. I had such a crush on him back in the day.
Wait a minute. Like, isn't he this woman's, like, older generation? Like, would be, like, old enough to be this woman's father?
No way. That's him. The man who bought the paintings.
Oh.
He's much younger here, but there's no mistaking that hair and nose.
Are you sure?
Wow.
I'm positive, little cat. That's the guy who walked into this cabin with $5,000 in cash.
That's very helpful, Sue.
Sure
Thanks.
is.
I need to find out who that guy is.
Boy, that's out of nowhere. I did not know that. All right, what about this?
No reason to show her that.
Okay, what about this tape?
No reason to show her.
What about this math book?
No reason to.
What about the dictaphone?
No reason.
What about the police report?
No reason.
What about this church for sure?
What do you think about this church?
It's a good church. I go there from time to time. I bring Nate, too, when that boy needs the fear of God put into him.
How about this?
No reason to show her that. It was fun the last time, but nah.
Okay, and I'm not going to bother to show you the taser because that'd be a little
I think I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat. Come back anytime.
All right.
$55 degrees.
Still chilly. But not too chilly, apparently. All right. Let's pick up the Catmobile. Maybe I go back and ask Grandma about, like, the guy that he hung out with. Gotta find out who that dude is.
Oh, hello.
What's up, Grandma? Got a question for you.
Look at this photo I found in the locked briefcase.
Goodness, I haven't seen that picture in years. This was taken when Joseph was stationed at McConnell Air Force Base. That's him right there on the left.
What about the other two?
I don't remember the name of the smiling man in the back. The gentleman on the right was Joseph's best friend, Charles Wade.
So Charles Wade is the mysterious art collector.
Tell me about Charles Wade.
What can you tell me about Charles Wade?
Well, I do know he has made quite a name for himself since he and Joseph went to war together. Apparently, he came up with some brilliant piece of engineering for the airplanes. They use it everywhere now.
He was the one who came up with the idea of these things called wings. Before that, dear, planes just used to plunge into the ground. But once they figured out these long, inflexible things, they...
Any idea how to get in touch with him?
I'm afraid not, dear. I haven't seen him for years. He and Joseph grew apart before you were born.
Any particular reason for that?
Have to do a workaround due to size issues?
Oh, not that I know of.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
Well, I do. Ask her. Okay.
I found out.
Oh.
See you later, Gramps.
Take care, dear.
Time to check out the yellow pages for Charles Wade. Let's see, Charlie Chaplin, Charles Xavier. Oh, nice. It's on sale. That's cool.
No result for... Damn, no Charles Wade in here. Was worth a shot, but being rich and famous and all, I guess he's got a hidden number. no hit for Wade Industries either. But it was kind of a long shot for them to have an office in this small county anyway. I should try to get a hold of him some other way.
Wonder if the Air Force Base knows about him.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi, I was just...
Sure thing.
I'm trying to get a hold of Charles Wade. Would you happen to know how to reach him?
Oh, very nice.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but Charles Wade is a public figure. He has explicitly asked us not to provide his contact details to anyone.
Oh, but of course you'll ignore him since you're the military.
Is there any way you could make an exception? I really need to talk to Mr. Wade.
Oh, can do. I can't really help you out unless you have some sort of official business.
But what if it was a matter of life and death?
Ma'am, if you're in a life-threatening situation, I suggest you call 911.
I do have official business. I'm Deputy Reagan. I'm calling from Conwell Springs Sheriff's Department.
Nice try. Do you know what caller ID is? You can clearly see that you're not calling from the station.
Not yet.
Goodbye.
Damn, I can't pull that off if I call from here.
You certainly can. Call from the sheriff's station. Way ahead of you. Time for Sheriff World. Yeah, can you pass the message to him? Exactly.
Hey, do you mind if I use this phone here?
Sorry, that's not allowed.
All right, so I got to get rid of you again.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy.
Nah, I don't want to. Hey, Lenny, could you check the file?
I'd love to help.
Fine. What's your opinion?
He's okay in my book. Invested a lot in the local community over the years. He's been a prominent figure in town for as long as I can remember.
You're right, I'm sorry. I blame my grandmother who put me up to it.
Nah, well, gotta go.
See ya.
All right, can I go talk to this guy and get him to distract him again? Oh, they don't even... I don't even have to do it. They just assume that I'm putting coffee in the plant again.
Hey.
Hi there.
So,
what?
is that...
Yeah,
that's the... I take my...
Hey,
I already did this.
To be fair, but that...
I think...
You're right.
Okay.
See ya.
They can use that phone. It's okay to impersonate an officer if you're Kathy Rain.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was...
Sure thing.
I'm
sorry.
Is there any...
Okay, and...
I
can see that you're actually calling from the station. You say you're a cop? You don't sound like a cop.
I'm absolutely a cop.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? It's just because I'm a woman, right? Women don't belong in law enforcement? Is that what you're saying? That's so sexist.
Seriously.
No, that's hardly what...
Do you have any idea what I have to go through every day?
This is perfect because Kathy Rain already has an attitude, so...
Nobody takes me seriously. The dirty looks, the sexual innuendos,
Relax, okay? I'll check the files. It's 555-7641.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Wade residence?
Hi, this is Kathy Rain. I'm calling for Charles Wade.
Charles Wade.
He doesn't live here anymore. What's this about? What do you want with my father?
I'd just like to have a quick word with Mr. Wade. It's about my grandfather, Joseph Rain.
You're 20 years late, girl. My father has neither time nor energy to deal with you people.
But...
Dang.
This conversation is over. Unless my father explicitly says he wants to talk to you, it's not going to happen.
What a stuck-up, overclass witch. Well, she hasn't heard the last from me. I'm going to talk to that old man one way or another.
Because he cut off with the relax. Exactly. Yeah, no kidding, right, Triffid?
Hey, it's me.
Oh.
I don't need to ask. I don't need to.
Okay.
I don't need.
Never
Okay.
mind.
Bye, Kathy.
See ya. Sorry to keep bothering you. Okay, so I got the information I need. Maybe reverse lookup on the phone? If I, like, go into the yellow pages, maybe I can get the information that way and give you the address? Yeah, can she take a message? Exactly. All right, I should probably ask the sheriff about the Lily Myers thing before I go any further. But I'm guessing I'm going to have to do... And then the picture I have to do, like, at school, I think. No, I get
Sheriff.
it.
Mind
I get it.
if I ask you a few more questions?
Totally get it, Triffid. I understand what
If
you're
you
talking
must.
about.
Do you know anything about a drowning here in 1975? Young girl named Lily Myers?
That case was handled by Truman. I wasn't involved.
Could I have a look at that report?
You have a memory problem?
Ugh, fine.
I don't need to ask him that. What's your opinion on Charles Wade?
There's a lot of people in town with their
Oh,
noses up
I got to
that
go back
man's
there
ass,
and look at
that's
the
for
police
sure.
report first.
That's so? Care to elaborate?
Just another rich bastard doing what he does. They even renamed Main Street to Wade Street a few months back. What a goddamn joke.
Goddamn joke.
I don't need to ask him that.
All right.
That's all for now.
Good.
Actually gives me some info. So I like that they're just like, you know what? We know you're going to do the thing with the plant. So just, do the thing with the plant. Like, how much coffee? Like, they must go through, like, some absurd amount of coffee. Like, just...
Okay, there's gotta be something in here about Lily Myers' death.
And the evidence lockers, too.
Okay, what do we have here?
7/14/75, 5:18 a.m. Emergency services are called by a resident near Conwell Lake who reports that a young female, approximately 16 years old, has been found dead floating in the water, presumably drowned in the lake. 7/14/75, 5:44. Officers arrive at the scene. EMT is en route. Delayed by fog. Body is fully clothed. There are no apparent signs of foul play. Incident declared as a likely accident. A sweep of the residence reveals a suicide note matching victim's handwriting. Witnesses report earlier mental health problems. 7:26 p.m. What? Wait a minute. That's got to be a misprint. Shoot. Stop. Ah, it's not doing the thing.
Looks like somebody did a Virginia Woolf. I wonder if there's more to it.
I already got.
Okay, can I look at this again, please? Okay, so 5:44 a.m., they're delayed by fog. They don't arrive there until 14 hours later. The hell kind of fog is this? It's like The Fog. What's that? It's not Stephen King. What is that horror movie where everyone gets, like, there's this fog and everyone gets sucked into it by these creatures or something? The Fog of Barrow Downs. You know what I'm saying, though? Like, there's like some movie that does this. Girl is declared dead by medical personnel. Well, no kidding. She would have died from malnutrition if it took you 14 hours. Transport City Morgue. The Mist. That's it. Yeah. The Mist. Yep. 11:20. Coroner's report received. Cause of death determined to be drowning. No exterior signs of struggle. Suicide confirmed. All right. So that gives me that information. I have that police report. Also, the fact that the coffee always runs out when I happen to be in the office is something else you'd think they would consider after a while. Like, oh. All right. So we'll go to Grandma's again. Check out the phone book. Oh, wait. I can say...
Not a big...
Oh, I forgot the... I completely forgot about the evidence lockers. Darn it. All right. All right, evidence lockers. That girl sure drinks a lot of coffee. Well, the thing is, like, he's just like, whatever she's... But she never drinks it. It's like when she's around, the coffee happens. Coffee disappears. She's the place where coffee goes to die. All right. All right. If I do... I just love the fact that... I think it's cool that they don't make you do it, and it's also funny.
No, this is a different type of key than... No, this is...
Well, well.
No want to.
Shoot. So that's not it. One thing I can think of to do is to go back and talk to Grandma, I guess. Unless Lenny... Let me ask Lenny if he knows anything about stuff.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Cat.
Nah. What's... Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Also, there's the graveyard, which I could maybe get into town that way. But let me ask Grandma first. Grandma and then graveyard. Grandma graveyard, if you will.
Oh.
There are...
Very well.
I don't want to show her that.
Does this coin mean anything to you, Grandma?
I'm afraid not, dear.
Do you recognize...
I'm afraid...
Afraid not, dear.
No, we never...
Do you remember...
I'm off.
That's quite...
Joseph, in any...
Okay.
That ought to change. That should change once you've done it once. Okay.
Grams...
It looks awfully bright. Perhaps something was wrong with the camera.
Yeah, maybe. I should try to figure something out tomorrow at the university. I found...
Oh, yes. I bought it for Joseph's birthday once.
Mm-hmm.
He was always fascinated by numbers. He believed that math could explain everything in this world.
He was a man of science. There's no denying that. Hey, Grandma, do you recognize this tape recorder?
Oh, yes, Mr. Dicto. Joseph used to carry that thing with him everywhere. He could be absent-minded at times. It helped him remember things.
I got the dictaphone already. I don't think... What do you think about this church, Grandma?
It's a challenge coin. Exactly.
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at times.
Huh, you could say that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
Awfully strange behavior for a priest, I'll give you that.
I don't want to show her that. I don't want to show her that. She'll just start worrying about me.
How about the Okay, the taser is not going to work. All right, well...
Well, gotta...
Bye, Cat.
So that's that. Unless the miniature plane?
An intricate... I remember...
No. Squeak, squeaking, squeak, squeakity. 81 months, tier 2 sub. Thank you, Shadowed Mage. What is up, man? Thank you so much. That means that you are closing in on, you realize that means you're closing in on 7 years, right? 84 months. You're closing in on 7 years of support. That is astonishing. Thank you, Shadowed. I appreciate it, man. Oh, man,
Cute red horse. This paint.
So, can I use the key on it?
That doesn't need unlock.
Hey, what's up, Kaz? How's Filmacy doing these days? Looking for witches who destroyed his village? I guess back to the cemetery is the only thing I can think of. Power of perspective compels you. I wonder if that kid's back. Kid is not back.
Conwell Spring. A family. No reason to.
Actually, I wonder if McConnell Air Force Base... No, where would I get the address for that? Always searching while lugging around an assault rifle. Well, that's obviously the best part, sure. I wouldn't deny that. Absolutely. So I'm wondering then if... Could try the boats, maybe? Trying to think what else I might be missing. Yeah, I'm not familiar with him at all, Echo.
Looks like there's a...
She started walking that way. I was like, ah.
Thick. What really happened? I don't have anything. Something was special. Charles Wade. Something was...
The only thing I can think of is the Yellow Pages. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's got this very... you're right. It's got this very chill vibe. You bought the Steam versions of the following emotes from the Neverwinter Point Shop? Nice. Yeah, we had to have our very own. The Neverwinter Point Shop. That's cool. The power of crit miss and crit hit compel you. Man. Can I do... It's going to tell me I already have the number.
I got that number already.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've reached Erica Wade. Leave a message after the beep.
I want to put a message in here, but I'm not sure what. I think I'll sleep on it and try to figure out something tomorrow.
Does that mean I can get some sleep? So I can go back to the university? I feel like I've reached that I'm stuck point. Because I don't really know. I guess I could ask Grandma to stay. Oh, nice. Awesome. Anything that gets the crit miss up there is gonna be pretty awesome. Hey, Grandma, can I stay here? Do I have to go back to my dorm room?
Oh.
Wonder if I can talk to what's her face about. No, I have another idea. I have another idea. What if I call the dorm, get a hold of whatever the name of my roommate is, and ask her about a bunch of stuff, including maybe the photo. Arvan Christmas. An Arvan Christmas.
Hey, it's me.
What's up? I have a question. Oh, I can't ask you about that?
I don't. Too comp. I don't need to ask her about that. Okay, gotta go. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
Nope, couldn't. I got.
I don't know where else. I mean, maybe upstairs I missed something? My name is what? My name is who? My name is Sim Shady.
Unindust.
Oops, no, wrong one.
Mr. Bear. Good idea. I've various books. An old type. I've already searched. A worn office. It looks like someone was doing geometry. Nah, nothing else in there.
There's an Adrian Monk. Nate seemed kind of cool. Ah,
Nah,
Monk.
Nothing else in there.
The great Tony Shalhoub. Yeah, I must have just forgotten to change it. I'll fix that, Echo. I changed the other one, but I must have not fixed that. Okay. I'm kind of stuck. I mean, I've already got all this information. Let me see.
What really?
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Yeah.
Something was.
Yeah.
Charles.
Yeah.
Something was. NZ.
I mean, I talked to her. I gave her all of this stuff. I wonder if I can talk to her about the drowning of the police report. Let me go talk. This is the last thing I can think of to do is to go talk to her about the police report. The lakeside cabin. After this, I'm out of ideas. I don't know.
Oh, it's...
What's up, Sue?
I'd rather just ask her.
Oh, come on.
I don't need to show that to him.
Really?
I don't need to show. It's an early paint. I had a few more questions.
Shoot.
Charles Wade.
So, Charles Wade was the one who bought those paintings from you.
Yep. Like I said, he gave me $5,000 for Lily's paintings.
Do you know where he is?
If you want to know his reasons, you're going to have to ask the man himself.
Where is he?
So...
Yep. If you...
That doesn't help me.
So...
But
that's... No. I'd rather just ask her about her. No. Do you know what...
Well, that's a...
I'd rather just... No reason to show... No. It was fun. I think I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing.
Nathan.
Man, he's stuck in it. I don't need to show that to him.
Use Zippo lighter on Nathan. I have to know. I have to know. I have to know.
That won't be necessary. He's totally harmless.
Good times, good times.
Yet another very nice view of the... I can smell something.
I know. I wouldn't do that. I'm not sure where to go next. I feel like I've asked everyone about everything. You don't believe me. I wanted to know what it was going to do. Like, obviously, she's not actually going to pull it out and use a taser on the kid. On the guy. But, like, Can I use the key on the mausoleum?
That doesn't need unlocking.
Okay, but you won't...
Family no reason.
Can I find the kid again?
Rest in peace, Conwell's...
She's got a very definitive posture, I would say. All right, well, I think we're going to end the stream at Grandma's house. And I'm going to have to, you know, if and when we play this again, I would have to think about what there is left to check, because I feel like I've tried most things on most things. Like, I mean, the sheriff wasn't too happy about Charles Wade, but I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I mean, like, yeah, I know. Well, I mean, the only thing I can think of is that, like, if there's some, like, police thing that, like, I go and try stuff so that I can get information on Charles Wade, but I don't know. Unless it's like the bum. Maybe the bum in the jail cell is Charles Wade or something, and he's like... Anyway. Very cool, though. That's pretty good, I have to say. Pretty good. I don't know how long the game is. Actually, you can answer that, Echo. Do you have any idea how long the game is overall? I see that you played 18 hours. I played 2 hours and 17 minutes. So I'm going to guess that it's a way, way more. Especially since I only, you know, just judging by the look at that. Your record speaks for itself. Yeah. So, well, this is friends average 9 hours. All players average 5 hours. Director's cut adds an extended storyline with a prolonged ending, hundreds of lines of additional dialogue, multiple new areas to explore, several new major puzzle chains, many small additions and tweaks of existing puzzles, enlarged game environments to fill up the entire screen, countless visual improvements, streamlined mouse controls, controller support done right, Expanded and remixed soundtrack, 5 brand new motorcycle designs to unlock and customize the Catmobile with. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, I mean, yeah. Also, if it had been like, do you really want to do that? I would have been like, no. Why would you think that I'd want to do that? That's not, So, yes. There have been other games that you suggested that I thought were okay. You have not struck out on all those games. All right, Chad. But it is time for me to, hey, what's up, Slick Brit? Well, the director's cut has got a lot more to it. I mean, Echo Alpha, who's played much more of this than I would, can tell you for sure. But I would say that from what I understand, the director's cut has a lot of quality of life improvements and also adds and expands the story. Plus, it happens to be on sale right now, as far as I know. So if I were you, I would go with the director's cut if you're planning to try it. And you can actually use my affiliate link, which you'll see below my window. If you use the affiliate link, you can actually add it just to the end of the game you're getting. You can get it for no extra additional dollars to you. Doesn't cost you anything extra, but it throws a couple extra bucks. But there is extra stuff. So, but it's not just like extra collectibles. They also expand puzzles and stuff like that from what I understand too. So yeah, so just keep that in mind that is something to consider if you liked it, if you like what you saw. But that's fun. I could imagine myself coming back to this at some point. I could see that. But for right now, though, I'm going to rise up on out of here. For those of you who missed it, by the way, I announced earlier today sponsors for ArvCon2024. As a reminder, this is our big charity event to benefit the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. It's going to be starting a week from this Friday. It will feature all kinds of tabletop events, giveaways, musical events, interviews, a whole bunch of stuff there. So you'll definitely want to be here for that. And the sponsors that I announced today were, thank you, Slick Brit. Thank you. And definitely, I hope you enjoy it because I definitely was, I have a limited shelf life in terms of like my, point and click games. I can only go so far with some of them because some of the logic frustrates me. But I do like it. And for a lot of what you folks are talking about, it can actually be pretty good. So anyway, so ArvCon sponsors: Alligator Alley Entertainment, Athos Arts, Catalyst Game Labs, Fatbot Games, Free League Publishing, GOG.com, Nomad Games, the Rambo Academy for Wayward Writers, and Tin Man Games are the sponsors this year for ArvCon 2024. So we'll have a lot of giveaways and things like that coming from them. And I will talk about, Monkey Island. I just couldn't. I barely got through Toonstruck because Tren loved Toonstruck. And basically for him, I played through the game. Oh my God, was that frustrating me. I find at certain frustrate moments, I'm just like, I can't anymore. My pleasure, Emily. But that is going to do it for us for here, but not overall. Oh, just to finish up on ArvCon. So definitely mark your calendars for that. There's going to be a lot of fun with that coming up. Otherwise, I'm going to be back on this channel on Thursday with more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is an amazing game and which is going to be a really good time. If you haven't done so already on my YouTube channel, definitely subscribe to me on YouTube. Doesn't cost you anything to do that, but you get content through them. And definitely check out as well Gen GMs. Our shorts have been doing great numbers, and I'm actually going to be starting to introduce some shorts on my own channel as well because I think it's going to be valuable too. So that's the idea. You know what, Echo? Although I will wish you the happiest of birthdays, I will not be playing Die by the Sword for your birthday. I'm sorry. There are some things I'm only willing to go so far for. By the time I realized, I decided that the time had come to change things around with Tren. And I was like, I can't stand it. Then I was coming to the end of it anyway. But anyway. And it does have Christopher Lloyd, which was a positive. So anyway, yes. So ArvCon, definitely mark your calendars for that. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming up on Thursday. But at the top of the hour at 4 p.m. Eastern, I will be over on GOG.com's Twitch channel, GOG.com, which provided me the code for Kathy Rain Director's Cut. So thank you. That's true. I forgot Dom DeLuise, who I think I told you, Echo, right, is a distant cousin of mine, that I was actually distant cousins with Dom DeLuise on my father's side. So I am slightly related to the celebrity. Anyway, but at 4 p.m. Eastern, Black Guys Are Couriers of Darkness, which I think is really funny that it worked out that way, Emily. Yes, I'm going to be over there at 4 p.m. Black Guys are Couriers of Darkness, kind of a love letter to Baldur's Gate 1 and Baldur's Gate 2. Really been enjoying that quite a bit. So I'm going to be over there doing that. And then, like I say, I'll be on here on Thursday. Also, tomorrow night, we have the Shadow Crew with the return of Community D&D, Waterdeep Dragon Heist. That has been a real fun campaign. They're going to be here for you on this coming Wednesday. So you'll definitely want to stop here for that as well. That's going to do it for now for me, though. But I will see you over on the GOG.com Twitch channel at 4 p.m. Eastern. Again, if you like what you saw and heard, please follow the channel. Check out our YouTube at !ArvTube, Discord !ArvCord, Twitter !ArvTweets, Blue Sky !ArvSky, website ArvanElleron.com. Financially, !ArvTreon is the Patreon, !ArvShop at 9:30 Eastern. I thought it was at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'd have to check that. Okay. I believe you if it's 9:30, but I thought it was 9 p.m. Eastern, but I have to go back and check. Anyway, it's Wednesday evening. So again, Patreon, !ArvTreon really makes a big difference. Thank you, Slick Brit, and the same to you as well. That's the website or for that. Okay. Patreon. Yes. Patreon for that. And then resubbing to the channel, as Triffid was nice enough to do, is also a big thing to do. Getting those custom sub badges and emotes to use here, there, and everywhere across Twitch. Icarus is my graphic novel from Mathis Arts. Library is my Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library. That's my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment, and can completely confirm. Oh, it's changing. Okay. So I should make fixed nominations, change community start time. Thank you for letting me know. I will make that change. Yes. So !Icarus, !Library, and then !Greyshade is my Greyshade IP, Greyshade and Renegade, first two books in the Grey Assassin trilogy available right now. You can also get the audiobook of Greyshade from our very own Trent Sparks. You can also pre-order the tabletop role-playing game of Greyshade coming out from Alligator Alley and with Brandon O'Brien as lead designer. That'll be out late this year. And you can also get the final book in the Grey Assassin trilogy, Heretic, which will be the one I will do that. Yeah, thank you, Triffid. Heretic, which is the final book in the Grey Assassin trilogy, coming out in July of this year, and hopefully award-winning, but definitely has got some good blurbs already, edited by the incredible Emily Bell, etc., etc. Otherwise, I want to thank, and then as always, can't forget this, !BLM, Black Lives Matter, important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. !Help Now, the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Important to reach out to others when you need help and reach out to others when they need help as well. And Ukraine, UKRAINE, to help the people of Ukraine as they fight back against an illegal and illegitimate war with bravery and courage, and send the message that we will do so for others in this situation in the future. Thank you to my wonderful mods today. Thank you to Emily the Invincible, to Triffany Mats. Thank you so much as well to Shadow Mage, who was in here earlier tonight. Thank you as well to my Patreon supporters and subscribers. Thank you to Emily, to Triffid, to Effect Life, to Echo Alpha. And thank you to my wonderful viewers. Thank you to Big Boss. As always, thank you to Black Fury, Darth Sisu. Thank you to Frame Rates. Thank you to Imaginary Exponent. Thank you to Jagtress, to Nonstop, to Sarah Scorpion, Slickbrit, Defective Automaton. Thank you everyone so much for being awesome. And I will see you at 4 p.m. Eastern over on GOG.com's Twitch channel for some awesome Black Geyser Couriers of Darkness. That's it for me. I'll catch you folks soon. Until then, everyone, please be good to each other and have a good day.